Good evening and welcome to another year of Friday Night Frights. Here on Long Lost Lore, my name is Philip. I am the keeper of this game because we are running this with the Call of Cthulhu system, and I am joined by 5 delicious players. Say good evening, players.
Evening.
Good evening,
players.
And we'd like to welcome you all.
Good evening.
Players.
Oh, I heard someone. Is somebody's bikes onto something or something? That was you? You don't have to mute yourself. You just have to make sure you've turned off your audio on your... Yeah, she's getting it done. Welcome to Manticore, my friends. Manticore, that's a weird name. I bet some people will know what it means, but for most of you, you don't have to, and that's okay. I've missed playing with you guys. I've missed playing over the past couple of months. We had to take a little bit of time off, and then for some of us, it's been a really long time since we've played. I think it's been since basically... Did we wrap up the monster game in, like, March or April? That last time you were on the channel, I think, Jed? And then, when did we finish
maybe.
Monster, the Ravaging or whatever, which, that game was good. We gotta do more of that.
That was fun.
Someday.
Yes.
And some of you, it's been so long since I've played with you, I've never actually played with you. Hi, hello, Schuby. This is some people will maybe, she was a friend of Lord and Zane and mine now.
Besties.
You may have seen in chat over the times here. So Schuby's here playing in this. Whoa! Oh my gosh! You just brightened things up considerably.
Just live swapped it.
You live swapped it. You went
I
from you
Look at
altered
that.
the chroma pretty seriously.
I like that.
It's a little blinding.
Maybe I need to dim that a little bit. We'll work on it.
Nah, you're fine. Just keep live swapping. And speaking of live swapping, in previous iterations of this Friday night game, if you hear us talking about terms like live swapping, you would expect us to say something really, really filthy after that. Well, we're going to try to not do quite as much of that anymore, since we found out that there are actually people in a couple of petitions to, like, not watch our channel. Dan, actually, you weren't on when we were talking about this. This is actually not a joke. We're trying to, like, not use quite as much profanity and filthy jokes.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh darn it.
Yeah. Okay, excellently done.
Dan's
but
out.
yeah,
He doesn't want to play anymore.
I really
Yeah,
should
I
have let
quit.
the man know that ahead of time. I'm sorry, Dan. So yeah. Well, let's. Would anyone like to just speak about what they've been up to the past couple months? Anyone have any points to make? Things to say? Greetings to offer to those out. To those watching.
Hi, everyone.
Hello is my greeting.
Yeah.
And hello I say.
It's a solid greeting. It's one of the top ones of all time. Well, I guess we're gonna jump on into it.
Let's do it.
We take you all to the year 1884, the city of Boston, the sort of neighborhood of Beacon Hill. There are very nice old houses here, but in one of them there is not so much a residence, but a gathering place, a clubhouse, if you will, for people who share a certain interest. At the time, this subject is mostly referred to as spiritualism. Other people might call it the occult, parapsychology, the unexplained, the paranormal, terms of this nature. 5 members of this organization, which is largely... Oh, whoa, he's changed the whole vibe again, everyone. Wow.
I wanted to blend in a little bit more.
I like that one.
I
like it, yeah.
really like that. It's a
Yeah.
shame no one can see the true full color of it because it's, black and white for them.
It almost looks cooler in black and white, though.
It looks pretty cool in black and white. So, 5 members of this organization have been asked for a private meeting with the sort of chairman to discuss a couple of matters, some opportunities he might have for a more hands-on investigation. So as we look into the headquarters of the New England Society of the Paranormal, NESP, in through this, it's a fairly high-end, well kept structure. As we glance in here to one of the private boardrooms that has wallpaper very much like the wallpaper right below me on Jed's background, since we all like it so much. I think we'd like to introduce the members of the organization. Zane, can we start with you?
Isaac Steele, arms salesman at the E.L. Fudd Rifle Company.
E.L. Fudd. How many D's in Fudd, by the way?
2.
Oh.
Only 2. Wouldn't want to have any more than 2. That would be improper, wouldn't it? And Isaac is, he's an executive at the rifle company, and he looks as you would think an executive would, and he has a little pencil mustache, very well dressed, and he's really interested in the connections that can be made in this society.
And that actually is I'll back that up in a certain way for this. Like the famous Ghost Club of England that was sort of founded around this time over there. Everyone here is intrigued by matters of the occult, of spiritualism, of contact beyond the veil, unexplained phenomena, the possible existence of ectoplasm. But there are also important people dining, listening to lectures, then chatting. Connections, social mobility is very possible here. So there are, shall we say, a range of levels of belief in the phenomena that the New England Society of the Paranormal purports to study. Clara Mongrou, would you like to introduce yourself to us?
Yes, I'm Clara Mongrou. Obviously not from this side of the pond. However, I am an antiques dealer, and I have a great interest in oddities. However, I specialize in fine arts decor, jewelry, and the like. Since this is a fancy occasion, and it's a dinner party, right?
No, this is a private sort of conversation.
Oh, okay.
After dinner. There might have been a dinner earlier. You can certainly be dressed up if you'd like.
She is currently dressed a little more elevated than she normally would. Maybe a little velvet here and there, high neck, very well tailored. She's very presentable and not one to be messed with, but she does have a good humor.
Where is she from? What city is she from?
She is from... Can I get back to you on that?
Is it
on
just
that?
London? Well, I had an American background for you. I didn't realize Clara was
I
from
told you
elsewhere.
she was from... Yeah, she's from London.
London.
You know what?
That's fine.
We'll keep it easy.
Winston, ex-Winston.
Yeah, so Winston, he specializes in selling various ornaments, protective things, some elixirs and stuff that help you protect against the occult. He's traveled far and wide to figure out, he's not afraid to learn from different cultures because there are many different things around the world, right? Many different spirits and whatnot that you might run into in such these endeavors. He's a little taller than average, but like not so tall that it's like egregiously offensive, you know. Like very respectably tall. Like, you know, again, like no one would be like, that guy's too fucking tall, okay? He's just like, wow, he's like a little taller than me. Uh, from St. Louis, Missouri.
To be fair, you're the tallest man that Clara's met.
Wait, how tall is he?
I don't know, he's like a 60 on size. He's just slightly above average. I don't know, like
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's tall. You might have met a taller man here or there. I don't know.
Like,
I don't know who Clara's met. Maybe he is the tallest. He's like 6'1".
and make him short in England, yeah.
Yeah.
People are short in England. Yeah.
Well, on that note, Dr. Day.
Yes. I am Dr. Enoch Day. I have a doctorate in chemistry from Buffalo Normal School, is where I finished. But I also, graduated from Cornell, Syracuse. I've been professor for a while now. That would be what you know of me. I am a slightly taller than a slightly tall man. So I am of a reassuring height, and I look forward to being able to uncover the truths behind these superstitions and unusual sightings out there. It's not to say that they don't exist. I know they exist. I believe you all. I'm just I'm sure there's a rational explanation behind it. I hail from Buffalo, New York.
Well, I'm going to point out, just for everyone, since apparently we're equating your size scores with your height, that by that metric, Lauren, you and Enoch would be the same height, and then Winston would be shorter than both of you, and Antoinette would be the tallest, but I don't think that's actually the case. So
I do love a lots of legs, is what I'm hearing.
there you go.
We could all be giants together.
Just us.
They could be giants.
They might be giants.
They could be giants.
They're giants in the sky.
Guys, come on. These are two disparate of references. One's Broadway, one's an old George C. Scott movie. One's a thing that happened in my life when a girl said we could be giants together, just us, and I really didn't know how to answer that. I think about it a lot. What would it have been like if I could have been giants with her, just us? Antoinette, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. Antoinette is from Newark, New Jersey, worked very hard to get rid of her accent as she climbed in society, among other things. She has been a companion to many of the men in academia and research. You may have seen her at gatherings and to-dos, and she has gained academic notoriety through her, let's call them exploits, over the years.
Well, an interesting group. A couple who sort of maybe sell things in one way or another. Somewhat of science and somewhat of society, as far as anyone could tell. Not an atypical lineup for the members of this organization, I'll say that. You are all here with the head of the organization, the founder, and sort of refers to himself as the chairman, although he'd, demur at that title. The man in question is Mr. John Jansen. He's a broad, tall man, and we've been talking about tall men, but I would say he is taller than any of these tall men. He is muscular, though he is now entered, I guess, his 6th decade, meaning he's in his 50s.
I mean, well, Philip, I would say with a name like Jansen, I'm sure he's Scandinavian, so it makes sense that he's tall.
Well, that is true.
I mean, scientifically, that holds track,
He, I believe he's, Scandinavian. Well, we'll see. We'll get to it. Are the Dutch Scandinavian? Are the Netherlands Scandinavian, or is that just...
No, they are not.
Yeah.
Never conflate the Low Countries with the Nords.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. He is of Dutch stock. His family founded among those who founded New Amsterdam. So he doesn't have the Viking in him.
Yet genetically they would be similar, so I suppose there would be some correlation there. It could be perhaps he's an outlier of the progeny of his forebears.
I'm gonna reply to a question in chat real quick. The soldier and the boxer, the soldier of fortune and the boxer were both like 6'3", I think. Soldier of fortune might have been 6'4". There you go. That's a reference to multiple games back that Sophia asked, so that's my answer. Mr. Jansen is maybe 6'3", so he's up there. A lordy height, I think they call it. I'm glad Lauren liked that one. Okay, good. So Mr. Jansen kind of has brought you all in. You all have whatever beverages you'd like, and then the stewards leave, and he sort of gestures for you all to sit down. Though there is kind of a table in this room. Right now the chairs are not arranged around it, and there are also some armchairs, and it seems this is a more informal chat as you all sort of take positions around the room. I will say there is one love seat that could seat 2 people. 2 people don't have to sit on that, but if anyone sits there or any 2 sit there, please let me know. Otherwise, we'll just say you're all in your own spaces.
Antoinette will go for the love seat and look at the men to see if any want to sit near her.
Understood. Does anyone sit with Antoinette? Cold. Okay, so...
I will.
Well...
Clara will.
If the ladies sit upon the love seat. Jansen will sort of stand for a moment, kind of taking you all in, and then set down his drink. Look at you all and say, Manticore. Does that mean anything to any of you?
Well, it's a mythological beast, of course.
Yes, indeed. Part lion, I believe, and part scorpion. Is that correct?
There are variations, but yes, and with a human face, typically.
You got wings, right?
Occasionally.
In your studies, in your investigations, in your sort of private free time, if any of you come across anything referencing or relating to manticores.
I mean, what I have, she does.
You're welcome to roll an occult.
You know
Let's
what?
find
First, I
out.
need dice for that. So,
Well, that is
they're right here.
accurate. You would need dice to make any sort of roll.
I would like to roll an occult if anyone would
I
like.
would like to as well. if
I would like to as well, yes.
Anyone may roll an occult.
Ooh, 51.
51. Is that a normal?
49.
Settled.
17.
A 17. Well, now we're getting into it.
I have a hard success.
A hard success for Winston. Tell me, no success for Dr. Day. Isaac, did you roll on the Manticore of it all?
I did. I got a 76, but
No success.
my I have a 1 in occult, so.
Oh, you're if you look if you look right above that, you do have a 65 in general occult numbers.
Oh,
That would be you have a 1.
Oh,
if
I
it's
see.
like
Okay.
a really specific question.
missed that one.
All right, so Clara, you have a success. Winston has
Regular.
a hard success, and our dear Miss Antoinette, ooh, a 17. You're 2 away from an extreme success. Would you like to use 2 of your luck points to make it there? Okay.
No.
They're
So
too
it
precious to you.
begins.
You only have 38. Okay, fine. Well, Clara, you know exactly what you've already said with that rule. You are familiar with manticores, among other sort of, there is another mythical creature they call the chimera, but they also use that as a term for all of the, chimerical,
Hybrid.
they sometimes say, where it's your kind of, let's throw this onto this into this. Manticores are not too, they're often equated with sphinxes.
Mm-hmm.
Both are considered sort of human head on lion body with kind of a wing situation, but manticores do, as Dr. Day referenced just from his stuff, they often have, scorpion tails, wings, as Winston said. Winston, I will say that you, with a hard success on this, you have, in fact, in your travels, you have come across a manticore on an exhibit in a sort of traveling carnival. As far as you could tell, it was not an authentic creature. It was, a probably some kind of like lion or lion cub that had various other things attached to it. We can get into whether or not you think they were actually sewing animal parts on and performing that kind of horrors, or if it was just, paper mache and trick lighting.
Right.
But you have seen a thing that purported to be, and if you wanted to, you could bring that up. Whether it's...
It wouldn't be worth it here.
Yeah, you could or you could not. Antoinette. I'm going to go a little different direction for you. And again, this might be tipping the hand to our players here, but not the characters. You are familiar with Manticore. Because it is something you maybe oversaw or you saw or overheard Mr. Jansen dealing with. He is, among other things, a linguist. He deals in sort of occult languages and is trying to, always looking into ancient Greek and Aramaic and all these things and putting them together. But you did notice that it seemed like there is a language that he is referring to as Manticore. So you know that. I will also say, however, when he asks all of you that, he maybe gives you a slightly longer look. He doesn't know you've seen that book. We're going to say that in your occult research, whenever you were looking through his own stuff, you saw it, but he maybe gives you, his eyes linger on you. Possibly you, maybe your décolletage. Either way, the point is, he looks at you for an extra moment when he asks you this question. So, now that you've all rolled on that and either failed or succeeded or remembered carnival attractions or secret notebooks, does anyone reply when he asks, what does Manticore mean to you?
Yes, I remember reading about it in a book. Can't quite place it. I think it might be a language.
What's the name of that book? Do you remember?
Manticores and things.
That's what thank you.
Manticores and things, well, you bring up language, and that is actually, he kind of looks at you for a moment, and then, yes, there is a linguistic element to this. There is a language that, for various reasons, I and others like me refer to as Manticore. I think on some level, perhaps we feel there is some connection to this tongue and that creature, perhaps only in a symbolic way. But I will tell you this. You know that we sort of look into and investigate various matters around New England and beyond. It is my opinion that by far the most convincing and authentic of the matters we looked into have something in common, and that is this language, this speech. I believe that there is, well, obviously I believe that there is more there than we understand, with what our eyes can see and ears can hear alone. I don't know if there is a single source of these things that have come closest to being proven or authenticated, but I do know that the convincing ones have certain things in common. There has been another matter that I think is, shall we say, a prime example of this sort of authentic, unworldly occurrence. It's happened on a small island off the coast of Maine. I know, not an easy trip, but I'm going to ask you all to go there and to look into this potential miracle on behalf of our society. And part of the reason I'm going to, sort of go into our coffers and finance an expedition of this kind with a variety of individuals is because there is a word that has been reported by those involved in the matter. A word that, again, we don't have all of it, but the Manticore tongue. I believe this is a word in that tongue. It fits some of the forms and phonemes, so I'd like you all to go there, authenticate the miracle, as it were, and if possible, tell me what the word means if you're able to find it out.
All right.
Matter.
What is the word?
The word is Thandron.
Is there a spelling in English or?
I do believe that I do not.
Phonetically would be fine.
Well, there's a symbol of glyphs, but the phonetic spelling would be Fandran. Thandron. As far as I can tell, if it is Manticore and it conforms to what few words we already know, it should be a noun, and in particular, it should be a sort of they as far as I can tell, there's a difference. It should be a noun that is intangible. There's a linguistic difference in the sort of declinations of nouns.
Intangible, like air or like idea?
Conceptual. Yes.
Understood. Yes, thank you.
The miracle in question is also perhaps connected to what it is we're looking into here with our Manticore friend. Although I'm afraid there's no lions or scorpions around. On a farm on this island, there seems to have been a lamb born with the face of a human baby.
Fascinating.
I would like you to see if this is authentic, if there's any other occult or paranormal things. More than likely, as any scientist would tell you, it's simply a mutation, a natal mutation, and it is only a resemblance, but the family of the farmers will not allow anyone to photograph it. Though you may bring photography tools, I don't think any of you are photographers. I'm not looking for proof to give to other people. I am looking for you, and he kind of looks each of you in the eyes. You with your expertise and understanding and your belief in the possibility here. I am looking for you to go to this island and look at this little lamb and tell me if something impossible has happened. And if it is, why this word is connected to it. Vandron.
All right then. When do we leave?
You can leave tomorrow if you'd like. We're going to, I was sort of, I've made preliminary arrangements whether you were to travel by carriage, which would take a while, or whether you were to travel by boat, which would be a little quicker, but if you get seasick, you may not prefer that.
I'm willing to go the quickest way possible.
Yes, I think that would
Yeah.
make the most sense.
Spend enough time on boats.
Whichever means of conveyance is most efficient, I think, would be our best approach. I did have a question, though. How long ago did this miracle occur?
Well, it seems to have occurred not quite a month ago. But reports are sketchy. Might
And
be
is-
less than that, in fact, yes.
Is the creature supposedly still alive?
I've heard nothing to the contrary, but I've heard precious little about it at all.
Indeed.
Jansen, I must ask, is there any danger in this endeavor?
Well, the Mainers can be an insular people, especially those who are out on a small island of this nature, and it's remote. I wouldn't. If you're asking if you should pack one of your famous FUD rifles, I would say probably that would be a wise thing to do. Not even if the people get troublesome, but there might be, wild animals or the like on an island like that.
Well, naturally, I'll always have rifles with me, but
I don't anticipate any violence or trouble. I have invited. We are a very progressive organization. Obviously, we permit women with no sort of limits or qualifications on their membership. But I certainly wouldn't be sending two ladies. He kind of eyes linger on Antoinette for another moment into a dangerous situation if I thought it was likely to get bad. But to be blunt, Mr. Steele, part of the reason I've asked you to join for this, I know you're not, you're an outdoorsman of a kind, but not as much on these endeavors, but I'd like you to be there somewhat for that reason.
I do appreciate you thinking of me that way. I'm just along for the ride.
Well, I appreciate your flexibility. Any other questions for me? Otherwise, I'm going to go let them know you'll be taking the boat out of the harbor tomorrow.
Antoinette just wants to put her hand on him and say, John, I appreciate you thinking of my safety.
Of course. Yes, always. And he kind of turns and nods to Clara as well, and of course you, my dear. Yes. Well, if there's no
Dr.
other
Day
questions,
just-
I'll. Yes,
Day's
yes,
just-
Dr. J.
He's not talking to anybody, but he's just talking to himself and like going, okay, I'm gonna need some vials, a syringe.
Dr. Day, yes, I know you are not, strictly speaking, a biologist, but you are sort of the most decorated man of science in our organization. So
I will do my best to bring you proof of the authenticity of this little lamb, whether it is indeed a miracle, as you phrase it.
Perfect.
All right, shall we get to bed and rise early to get going, or?
Yes.
Yes.
He nods to you all, and yeah, you guys can. If any of you wish to have a private conversation now, at this stage, you may. If not, I think we'll probably, unless anyone has anything they really need to do before they get to the boat, we'll probably jump to the harbor the next day. is anyone bringing anything that I should know about? Anything notable or objectionable, or that you could see me saying, oh, you raised your hand.
Yes. I would like to bring a kit.
You rearranged everything when you did that.
Yeah.
I didn't. Oh, did it do a thing?
Yeah.
I don't know how it does that.
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
Did you click a button to raise your hand, or did you just physically raise your hand and that
I
happened?
just physically raised my
It's
hand.
the new. If you have that function turned on in Zoom, it'll do it automatically.
Suddenly Dr. Day and Isaac Steele, they switched places.
Oh,
That's weird. How do
We're
I
back.
turn that off?
I
I
cannot
think it
speak
might
to
be
that, but
Let me figure it out.
I'm enjoying it. It's fun.
Okay.
Well,
Well, I'll make sure to do it many times.
perfect. So
I want to bring a kit so I can I want to bring basically a doctor's bag with vials and syringes.
I think given
things,
this and you, what's your credit rating? Do you that'll be one of your skills.
Which I freaking love the fact that that's there.
Yeah.
It's 40.
With a 40, 40 kind of means you're, the credit rating actually is really fun. I didn't go into this with everyone. It's a very fun way to, rather than track your money, it basically tracks kind of the kinds of expenditures you can do. And if you ever make a huge purchase, you can bring it down. Kind of as a thing of you do this, but that's going to knock your credit rating by about 10. Or congratulations, you've made all this money. You now, so sorry I bounced this. I have a new mic, by the way. If anyone out there in chat is like, hey, Philip, you sound weird, go ahead and let us know, because this is a new mic. I just bumped it with my gesticulation. Like I said, I do apologize for that word. We were trying to not use as much sort of naughty stuff anymore, so I'm sorry I said gesticulate.
I think in moderation, it's fine.
You would gesticulate in moderate. Oh wait, I might be thinking of something else.
Yeah, Philip, I'm bringing just my trunk, my suitcase size traveling thing with all my various remedies and protections.
Perfect. All right. So a doctor's bag, some remedies. Everyone else, and Isaac, I assume you're bringing a rifle.
Oh, absolutely. A rifle and a sidearm, and then another one for his boot. And a knife.
And a little sidearm in your boot.
Yes,
Love it.
and a knife.
Sure. Okay.
And Clara would have her stuff that she would use to look at things, maybe
Like a loop and
magnifying
a
yeah,
yeah.
some tools to
Yeah. You're rest. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Bringing anything special, Antoinette?
no, just some papers. She's looking to record her research and hopes to be published.
Oh, perfect. Well, in that case, early the next morning, there is in Boston Harbor, there is John has rented you a perfectly sort of perfectly comfortable, but by no means opulent, sort of sailing ship. Would it be a schooner? This is the kind of thing I should have looked up ahead of time, but I wasn't 100% sure you guys were going to go by sea. Two or more masts. It's a schooner, so not huge, but there are a couple of cabins below. Probably the ladies are doubled up, and honestly, the three guys may be shoved into one room, and you might want to sleep in shifts or whatever. But if you guys get there, you notice Winston has probably the most capacious traveling case among you. The rest of you, what supplies or baggage you're bringing is rather modest. And before long, Jed, you said you have pretty bad luck, right? Why don't you roll our luck to see what the weather is?
Why?
90.
Oh no!
90? Ooh,
Oh
yeah.
no!
That's a major failure.
Game over.
Well,
We're back, baby.
with a 90, it's raining.
I was all excited when I first got these dice because I tested them and they kept rolling high. I'm like, oh, this is great. Forgetting, of course, that I want to roll low this entire
Right,
time.
this game is right. Okay, so I will say yes. It is a very rainy morning. The sort of surly kind of, crew of the ship will load your stuff in. The captain kind of gruffly, and he's, just in a pea coat, just, glaring at the coast like, just saying some Boston stuff. I'm going to limit the amount of Boston stuff because, again, we said we're trying to be not too, offensive and upsetting to people. So I'm going to do as little Boston accents as possible.
No, say it period appropriate,
You
though.
did. Look, Jed, do you see what's happening?
Yeah, I know. I just turned it off.
Your thumb up went, up the screen of everyone. Wow. Crazy. So as you guys gather, the sort of surly crew take your stuff below decks, and you probably don't just want to spend time up top because it's going to be rainy and unpleasant.
As we're getting our stuff together, I'll just as we're walking with the doctor, say, hey, there's nothing, not nearly as bad as when I was around the Cape Horn. I'm gonna tell you, it gets rough down there.
You've traveled to Cape Horn?
I've been all around, yeah.
Wow, that's fascinating. I rarely get out of my, my laboratory.
It's important to see the world, to learn more about it, Doc.
You know what? I do agree with you. If ever you come across something interesting, could bring me a sample. I would love to look at that.
I've got a ton of stuff in my a lot of stuff in my trunk, but perhaps not when the boats are rocking as much,
I agree. I was wondering about the trunk. How do you travel with such a large
it's more like it's like a large suitcase size thing. It's not like.
Yes, he says the same words again. Yes. How do you travel with such a large encumbrance on you all the time?
You do what you gotta do. I take the important things with me. I have warehouses around the country full of stuff too. Just storing them, and yeah.
Wow, fascinating. Well, perhaps after this, you could take me to one of these warehouses. I could examine some of the artifacts that you've acquired.
Hey, if you need anything for your studies, happy to cut you a deal too.
Well, we should definitely continue this conversation when we get back to dry land then. But at the moment, I'm gonna.
Hey, just breathe, Doc, breathe.
Doctor,
Okay.
why don't you come down?
Yep, you're right.
And you're actually
Okay.
anticipating a roll I was about to make for all of you sweethearts, because we are below decks, and this boat is a rocking, and I'm gonna come a knocking.
Oh no.
With a Constitution check for everybody.
Oh, mine's not bad. 48.
Oh,
regular.
that's a straight skill.
It's one of your orange boxes up at the top.
33.
Hey, that sounds like a success to me.
Mm-hmm.
If your Constitution's lower than 33, you got bigger problems.
That's a 12, which is an extreme success for me.
Winston, my friend, you have the Constitution of a robot, is what you have.
He was born with sea legs.
Iron stomach, like the rocking of the waves.
He's a true seaman.
Damn it, Lauren.
That's the appropriate term.
No, stop saying that. We talked about this. There's no such thing as true. Okay. Enoch, how'd you do there?
Oh.
Did you roll super high again?
I rolled 57.
What's your Constitution?
50.
Okay, yeah, you're not doing great. Isaac, how did you do?
I'm gonna push it.
He's pushing
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh, he's pushing his luck. So we should mention. Yeah, go. Let's push it. Let's do it.
I 44, so I'm good. I have a 65
We
Constitution.
should mention this in this game. Another thing I didn't mention to our friends who have not explicitly played Call of Cthulhu. There is something called pushing a roll. When you fail a roll, you can just say, "I'm gonna push it" and try it again. If you succeed, great. You dug deep and made the success. But if you failed, the outcome will be really bad. Oh, and this should be a reminder for all rolls made that anyone has succeeded so far. You can't for this Constitution we just did, but some of you made some occult rolls. Those who succeeded at your occult rolls, please click the button. Jedi, have you succeeded at any skill rolls today so far?
Not yet. My credit rating's good though.
Your credit rating's amazing. So yeah, just a little reminder to click those, because at the end of the session you do get to roll to improve anything you succeeded.
But you don't. Do you click it if you push
If you
and
push,
succeed?
you do not.
That's right. Okay.
Yes. So good looking out at not doing it, sir.
Do feel like I should click my luck roll though.
You do actually get to everyone gets to roll for luck at the end. So, yeah. And when you have low luck, you typically can't improve it. Although with your luck, you'll probably only roll super low when you want to roll high at the end, and you'll roll under a 35, and it'll be kind of like we'll all laugh.
Yep. I'm trying to be Pierce this game.
Yeah. Guys, also, orange peels are so good. I know some people it's bothersome to like to eat.
Oh yeah, I'll pop the thing in my mouth. I'll take a chomp on it.
Much. Oh, they're so
Oh,
good.
are weird.
Oh, they're just like, it's just the most delicious little.
Well, Doctor, I think your next endeavor should be to cure seasickness.
That's a little too much. It's a little too
Don't
mundane
talk.
for.
Don't talk. Oh, dear.
Poor
Okay.
Dr. Day. All right, in fact, Dr. Day, I think just for the fun of it, we're not going to go deep into the we won't go crazy with the penalties on this, but I think I'm going to ask you to up on your top there, mark yourself as wounded.
No.
Oh. My God.
What this does basically is this just means you're going to have a little bit of you're going to have some minor. You'll probably get over it before there's anything going on, but you do have a bit of
He's not able to fully function.
You're gonna get you will have penalties on certain rolls until you're honestly it's until you're back on land. So let's hope you guys aren't attacked by like a sea monster or something.
Hey, don't be mean to us.
Well, I can if I want to. So as you travel, poor Dr. Day is not doing well. Does anyone else sort of undertake anything, do anything, or realistically are we just skipping to when you get to the island? I want to give you the opportunity to do whatever you want, but I also, we know what we're here for. We're here to look at our really weird land.
Is there anyone on the ship, maybe the captain, that is available that we might be able to ask information about this island?
Oh, sure. If you'd like to go up and Antoinette. And I mean, I don't think you're probably a bad choice for this because I don't think you have anything in like the charming department in terms of your stats. You don't really have any good ways of like talking to people, nicely.
I think he's joking.
Are you being? I was like, you're being sarcastic. No,
I am being facetious. So yeah. How do you pronounce that word?
Facetious.
Facetious. Yeah. So yes, you are. You are more than welcome to go and speak. To the captain.
I ask him, Captain, what can you tell us about this island? What should we expect when we set foot? Have you gone here before?
What, to Salt Rock?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, actually, once or twice we have, I got some cousins up in Maine, and I sailed with them once, and we sort of were dropping supplies up there.
Have you encountered anyone who lives on the island?
Well, a couple of people who live on the island, they seem very weird. They probably wouldn't say weird at this time period. That's a new word I've just started to use. I saw it in the book, different context, but I'm using it that way. Don't worry about me. Crash, rain, splash, salt, and no, Salt Rock. It seems. I mean, Maine. There's all sorts of strange people up there. I mean, it's practically those English, French territories and all that. But it's. You ever been to Maine?
Once or twice.
I don't know about Maine. I mean, I take a job, we take it, but I'm. Are you sure you want to be up here?
Yes, we have a very important task at hand.
I mean, up here on the docks, because the splash, splash, crash, fish, flop, 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 falls back off, splash, rain.
Point taken, Captain. Perhaps we can converse when the weather is better. I'll go below decks.
Give me a charm roll.
Okay.
Let's see if he can,
Oh, dropped one. Sorry.
All good.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. 91. What the?
You rolled a 91 on a charm.
This is the story of my life. Yes.
She
can
has
push
such
it.
a high charm.
Push it.
Push it.
Yeah.
Push it real good. Oh
Yeah,
my god,
I'm
if she
gonna.
fails again, this is gonna get really rough. He's gonna throw her overboard.
13!
13.
Oh!
Ooh, nice.
Oh wait, does it mean anything?
Ooh,
Yeah.
does a 13 mean anything?
Of course it does.
In this game,
I
as a
think
matter of fact, it does not.
What?
Yes, it does.
That's
Yes,
what
it does.
Make it
I
mean
I feel like
quit.
a 13 should be an additional 1.
Okay. Well, if it means something, it means that a bad thing will happen now.
That's
No.
what it always means.
Oh.
We have to roll for it.
That was an extreme success.
It's an
Let me-
extreme
let me-
success.
Let me have it. Let me have it.
I think we're gonna let you. I'll let you have it. All right. I think we're going to. I think a 13. You know what? We're not going to do the whole multiples of 13, but I suppose a 13 can still mean something on Friday nights. This is not a game of dread, and that typically is why 13s mean something. But you are a group of dreadful people, so let's give it a little bit of a. Let's give it a little bit of texture. It is an extreme success. I'll say that Antoinette, God, I'm just going right back into my bad old habits, but it's what the dice are doing. Antoinette, I don't know what exactly you're wearing, but you're getting splashed with water. And would you like to reveal what your appearance score is?
Oh, yes. An 85.
85 in appearance. So she's and she had her size is 70 and it's all in her bra. Anyway, the point is, can I say stuff like that anymore? Was that a problem? Was that
I don't know,
okay?
Philip. You tell me.
I know I'm
Ask
axing.
the audience.
I'm axing. That's how you say it in the Northeast. Sophia said say it. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, great. Well, she is just getting you're just getting splashed, and it's very your clothes are clinging to you in a certain kind of way, and the captain is kind of here saying, "I'd like to speak to you." He's like, yeah, you can if you want to, you can come into the sort of the captain's quarters if you want to. I can tell you more in there. So he'll invite you into his sort of the captain's cabin.
I would very much like to know if he is being sincere or has ulterior motives.
Understood. Make a psychology roll.
Oh, I chose well number 2. 69.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you.
Okay, so click your psychology. Unfortunately, you can't click the charm because you did push that one.
Okay.
But yes, you with a 69 in psychology. Now that's it. Yeah, we also have you just in rapid succession rolled the 2 numbers we have.
I'm so happy to be here.
for
I'm so
stats.
happy.
You rolled a 13 and a 69. I would say a normal success. He is certainly attracted to you. I mean, look, when people are attracted to you, it happens a lot. You don't suspect anything that he's thinking anything untoward, but he certainly wouldn't be opposed to it. That kind of situation. He's let me get you in out of the rain. Let me talk to you more. Let me, whatever. He's gonna sort of
Be a nice guy.
he's so
He's
different
such a
from
nice
the
guy.
other guys. You gotta stop hanging out with all these jerks.
Yeah.
He's not like other guys. He has a boat.
I have a
He's a
boat.
literal captain.
I'm a captain.
Antoinette will follow him into the captain's quarters
Okay.
and leave the door open.
Sure. Yeah, if you sort of position yourself so he get close, he sort of pulls out some rum and he pours you a cup of it and he tries to clear some space for you to sit, but since you're staying in the door, he's you're asking about Salt Rock Island. The people up there are there's some odd people in Maine. Like I said, I got cousins from Maine. One thing I know about Salt Rock, though, is there's a family who live there. I never met them, never encountered them, but they're sort of considered a little odd.
Odd how?
Well, odd in the sense that there are lots of rumors of them being a little ranging from eccentric to maybe almost satanic. I don't want to speak to a nice lady like you about other unpleasant things, but there's also some, I shouldn't maybe be spreading rumors or anything, but I'll tell you rumors. Just know it's rumors, and I'm not the one saying. I'm just saying. You asked me what I heard, so I'm telling you what I heard.
Of course.
Or there's a sense that maybe that family has maybe been like the kings of England are. You know what I mean? A little bit close family, if you know what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying. Yes.
Not as much genetic material or swimming around in the but that may just be rumors and they're but I mean they say the Hayhughes are the name.
The Hayhughes.
The Hayhughes. They're I don't know. They got like a farm out there on Maine, on Salt Rock, and there are there's just weird stories about them.
Well, I appreciate the information, rumors though they may be.
My cousin is okay, fine. You're twisting my arm. My cousin is convinced she did score an extreme success. So like he's telling her all that, you know what I mean? It's not just whatever. My cousin heard a story that one of the Hayhugh ladies that they're like the spawns of the devil or something. That they have that they're like, I don't know if that's true or whatever, I mean.
Did your cousin see Goody Hayhugh conjure with the devil?
I mean, that's effective. Like, I don't understand why you're talking in that way, and I don't know what goody means, because like this is before when I would have I haven't experienced any like famous like important plays that are set in that time period, and I probably haven't read much Hawthorne myself. But Goodman Brown. I read Goodman Brown. You know what? We're saying I read Goodman Brown. The point is, the Hayhughes. That is the kind of rumors that people say about him, and they're out there on that island, and it is real remote, as you're about to see as we get you there. And I am, this weather's pretty rough. Is anyone down there just, kind of upchucking, puking themselves?
Yes.
Yeah.
The poor doctor couldn't contain himself.
Probably neither of those terms are appropriate to this period. Apology. Is he chowdering?
Yes.
All right.
Awful.
Poor bastard. The doctor is, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So that he's the one who could help anyone else if they were chowdering.
At the moment, he is indisposed.
Oh, man. So if one starts chattering and the other one chatters, that's going to chatter chain reaction.
Chowder chain, yes.
I'm so sorry. Well, you are welcome to stay up here anytime.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate the offer, Captain. I do want to go check on the doctor and my companions.
Yeah.
So I thank you for the drink, but I will take my leave.
Yeah, of course. And just, again, everything I said there was just rumors.
Of course.
I'm not trying to, besmirch anyone.
I would never dream of spreading rumors, of course. And Antoinette will go downstairs to tell the group what she just learned.
God, she seems so classy. Jesus. Oh my God. Man, you don't meet women like that in my line of work. I blew it. I shouldn't have talked about chattering so much. He closes his door. You fucked up, Seamus. You fucked up bad. Anyway. So yes, you can go down now, Antoinette.
Clara is patting the doctor, like she's found a bucket and is just patting the doctor on the back, trying to get him not to chowder everywhere. Just keep it localized. You'll be all right. I had to travel for nearly a month to get here, so at least it's not that bad.
Where did you travel from?
Oh, from across the pond.
Oh,
You can't tell by the accent.
No, were you born there?
Yes. Well, not specifically London, but thereabouts. But to you Americans, everything is London. Oh, but it's all right. Don't feel obligated to maintain this conversation if it will make you ill.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. So,
Antoinette, this family you said is odd.
Yes, the captain said, implied more like it, that there may be some inbreeding, perhaps that has something to do with the man-faced lamb we are to investigate?
Oh dear.
Happens a lot on islands, if you ask me. Who else are you going to breed with?
What?
A lot of weird stuff happening there for sure.
Mr. Steele.
Beyond the pale, even.
It's well documented that isolated farm communities have a tendency to find sexual release where they can.
Oh dear, are you implying... even... No. No! Oh.
Doc, would you want to try one of my tonics, see if it helps?
Okay, sure.
Oh man. All right. Winston, what are you gonna give the man?
I mean, look, I've got a, you know, perhaps like, maybe what I'm gonna say is I don't think this is, you know, seasickness. I think there's like kind of some evil spirit besetting us on this trip, and so I'm gonna give him a tonic that like repels sea monsters and sea spirits of a sort.
Okay.
Oh,
wow.
boy.
All right. Okay. I don't know if I should do it. What is your luck score, Winston?
My luck score is 60.
You know what, Winston? Jed, I'm going to have it be Winston and not you, because here's the thing. Though it is you who would suffer, his reputation could suffer real bad if this goes bad. So, Winston, please give me a luck roll.
Ooh, 11. All right.
With an 11, and actually this makes sense, because sometimes the tonics people give to people, otherwise no tonic would ever be sold or work in their reputations. Like, you are effectively giving him 19th century Dramamine. You are giving him a let's see what folk remedy for seasickness.org.
Rum.
Ginger and peppermint. And it's a fizzy sort of thing. Basically, it's probably in some heavy alcohol thing, and it's also got terrible stuff in it. But I'll say that you know, they're like, this keeps away sea monsters, it helps people in the sea. So you are going to give him this. It happens to be something that will be helpful. So Dr. Day, if you would please make another Constitution roll.
Oh, 6.
A 6.
Oh!
He's invigorated.
Dr.
Yes.
Day, you
That was
feel
amazing.
almost instantly better.
Wow.
Gets the spirits right out. Yeah, really wards them off.
What? My
Yeah.
goodness. I feel fantastic. What is in that? You have to tell me the recipe. I need to.
Well, I mean, look,
experience this.
the main actor there, I believe, you know, it's a special kind of ginger. But the recipe, some other things that I learned about, you know, in my time in Peru, actually.
Really? Well, is this a native recipe or is it
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
that
It was I do you know, do a kindness for the local chieftain, and he let me talk to their medicine man. You know, we communed about the spirits. Yeah.
If you'd like to make some
Fascinating.
money, you can take it to production in one of my factories.
I mean, look, I definitely like. I'm not against selling. I'd love to talk about that. Yes, but yeah. So let's have our mission at hand, Mr. Steele. Mission at hand first, then we can talk
Dr.
about
Day is going to spend the rest of this trip trying to get as much information about this tonic from Winston as he possibly can.
Well, and Dr. Day, it probably won't do it now on the rickety thing, but actually, Dr. Day, would you give me a luck roll?
61.
Unfortunately, you drank it all. You have you have a little residue, but you don't have any, because you are a literal chemist. So you could like test this to find out some of the stuff in it, but you drank it. Like once you saw how well it was working, you just gulped it down. So you would need another bottle of it if you wanted to give it an actual analysis.
Enoch is kicking himself for this, on the edge of making himself throw up just so he can get a sample of it, however corrupted, and is just gonna try and get the ingredients at least from Winston in his preparation method.
Understood.
I say Winston is if you tries Winston is intentionally being a little vague and obfuscating about it.
No
Yeah.
doubt. At this time, The water doesn't exactly grow calm, but it becomes less choppy. And just gonna like I should look up sailing time Boston to Maine. Probably not that long.
I think also, Winston, if he can't get the recipe from you, he's going to start delving into your prep. Like, he's going to talk to you like a pseudoscientist, like how you prepare stuff, best ways of heating things, and like preparing bits and pieces of stuff, and try and engage you on that level.
Yeah, I guess nothing that Winston says would be considered scientific. Yeah.
He has told
Dave's
you
trying.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, the rest of your time passes a little more calmly. But you're all, and the weather clears up. It probably is like over a day to sail this far, just in a sailboat like this. So you guys have some time. Gentlemen, do you guys all try to sleep at the same time, or will you like sleep in shifts? Do you want to try to like keep a normal schedule? There's room for you all in that room. It's just like, you know, if two of you have to double up in a little bunk, otherwise you'll be, you know, otherwise you could like share the bunk.
I'd be a shift sleeper, especially as Dr. Day was throwing up. He didn't really want to be around.
Who would like to take the night shift? Who would stay awake while everyone else sleeps? Isaac Steele. Then Isaac Steele. We're gonna do a little bit of Zane time here then. Unless anybody else wants to, just coincidentally, if Clara or anyone wants to be up top at the night. Isaac, you notice that there's the crew guys are kind of like, you overhear them maybe grumbling as you step up. Now it is a clear night. It is kind of cold, but the night is clear. The seas are calm. And you overhear them kind of grumbling about like, I hate when we have to do these, like overnights, like no stopping. It exhausts you. And they're like, well, that's why there's a bunch of us on here, you know. Oh, they kind of see you and just kind of both go to different things to, you know, stop bad-mouthing the job, basically. But you're up here on the waters.
Oh, if you don't like being on a ship, why don't you do something else? You could work for me.
One of the guys who's there kind of at the, you know, over at the wheel kind of stops and goes, oh, what do you do?
Firearms.
Oh, I'm a good shot.
Are you?
Yeah. Sorta, you know. What kind what do you mean? What jobs do you have?
Steele pulls out one of his revolvers just to. Were there revolvers around that time?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just to show. So you're a good shot.
Yeah.
You shot one of these before.
No, I never shot a gun before.
You're a good shot with what then?
With a gun.
But you've never shot a gun before.
Yeah, I don't know why you would. I shot like targets. I shot animals.
I see. A little too much salt on the brain, I see.
Oh, okay. That's why you'd shoot a gun?
You don't shoot a gun, sir. You shoot from the gun.
Right, yeah, that's what I done. I don't know why you'd want to, like, I mean, like, unless somebody was holding it and you was aiming it, but if somebody's holding the gun, you should shoot him here, you know? Like, you don't shoot there. You shoot here, maybe here. Here.
Take it giving you this would be a liability, so he puts it back.
I mean, yeah. What?
Well, what do you find that's interesting on this route?
Well, this route is a weird route. I don't know why we're going up here. Usually we sail down to our, you know, like Charleston. You ever been to Charleston?
Charleston?
Yeah, you ever been to Charleston?
You say that funny. Must be a regional thing.
You want me to say it funny? Okay. Charleston.
Oh, that's more like it.
It is?
No, I'm just trying to have some lively banter as we sit on top of the ship in the night.
You hear a high-pitched keening sound that just cuts out of the wind. This wailing, frightening sound. The guy turns, with whatever lantern is there. He seems to look really frightened for a moment.
What is that? Speak!
No, don't. As long as we don't hear it again, I think we'll be fine.
What happens if you hear it again?
It means it's getting closer.
And then what?
I don't know. I can't, you hear stories about people. Stuff like that's... there's stuff out on the water,
So you've never heard it yourself?
That sound, I've heard it before, but never, more than once.
Probably a whale or something.
No, it's one of those sirens.
How much does Isaac Steele know about sirens?
Do an occult roll.
It's a 94, so nothing.
You're reading about sort of mythical stuff. You might even know it's a monster, but you have no idea what its deal is. So yeah, you know nothing.
The only sirens I know of are when the police are coming for you.
The police got sirens?
On their horses.
On the horses.
No,
in fact.
they clang stuff. It's
Yeah.
more an alarm bell, but that's fine. Yeah. All right. Well, as long as we don't hear anything else like that, I think we'll be fine.
Well, you just let me know if you need any type of protection, and I'll be there.
All right. Just don't go shooting any guns.
Only if there needs to be one shot.
He just goes back to Isaac Steele. I'd like you to, as you look around here, now that you've heard that sound, go ahead and give me a listen roll. I don't think this is one of your areas of expertise.
I got a 68, so it's not. I did not make it.
You listen to see if that sound recurs, and you can hear it again, but all you hear is the wind and the waves, and an occasional Massachusetts sailor saying something goofy. The rest of your sort of watch up top passes without incident. And the rest of the sail things begin to rain again the next day. The waters are not so choppy, but there's very little visibility. So again, you all spend all your time down below. Unless you choose to go up top, but if you do, you get soaked pretty quickly. As this trip wears on, you're all resolute people, so we're not really at the point of any kind of, cabin fever or rolling for this, but I would certainly let you all know that it's unpleasant and damp and just kind of, you're very ready to be off of this, and some of you may be regretting the fact that you are going to a, rural island off the coast of Maine that probably has limited,
Wi-Fi.
definitely very bad, very spotty Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is a kind of bird with little spots on it.
They must have Spectrum there.
Yeah, it's,
Slightly larger bird.
it's another, yeah. There was a Road Runner, but then it's no longer, but yeah. So, anybody, now that, no one, however, I don't think we're rolling for seasickness anymore. Anything anyone's up to on this leg of the trip? I know there's not much to do until you get to the island, but as you sort of, I guess I'll take this opportunity to, I feel like we've established Winston is probably pretty new to this group, but Clara, Day, Steele, do any of you sort of know one another? Any of you think you've kind of sat together at dinners and such at the place before, or is this? Or do you feel like Clara? Do you feel like you know any of these people?
Not intimately, but we've had casual conversations.
Okay.
I'm not uncomfortable with anyone here.
Okay, cool.
I will say that Steele makes a point to know everybody's story and then ranks them based on their level of influence.
What is it? Right, what the power rankings of these four go?
Dr. Day, I think, is the highest. Then Mills, then Mongru, then Winston. No offense.
Interesting.
But
I'm new to the group, you know. You don't. So yeah.
I think it's just. I feel like, you could be making a lot more money.
That's fair.
Well,
I feel like Day has met Mills before. Maybe.
makes sense.
None of these people are in his social circle.
She's been around.
Yeah. I don't think he knows her that way.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I don't think he. I said he. They're not in his social circle. It's probably the other way around. He's not in their social circles.
Sure.
But I also don't think he really has engaged with them a lot. I think he tries to know people so he can get information from them later. Type
Makes
of thing.
sense. Okay. Well, very good. Well, in that case, this day passes with, a few more hours. It winds up being a little more than 24 hours from Boston to Salt Rock. You'll be arriving, you probably left at 7 a.m. or something. So you probably are getting in around, say, yeah, like 11 or 12. Sort of midday, but the rain has been intense. And you do, in fact, hear some shouting, sudden and sharp shouting from up top. And the boat seems to begin to slow kind of aggressively. You're all kind of like, whoa, as they're,
Does it sound like a man or a woman screaming?
Men, the crew. You recognize.
It sounds like shouting in the sense of the normal hustle and bustle of activity of a ship going into port, not like something's happened.
Psychology roll, please.
Oh.
Well, my friend, that is a 99.
Ah!
Wait, what is your psychology score?
65. Okay.
Damn. Otherwise, it would have been he could have
Critical.
done something bad.
I would have just had a really bad nosebleed from thinking too hard.
Exactly.
Wait, is there a thing if you roll too high and you have too low a thing?
If
Yep.
you ever roll a 100, that's a critical failure. Very, very bad. But if you have under 50 and you roll a 96 to 100, that is also a critical failure.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. In my character building, I was kind of I really foreground that in my character building, so I usually give people fewer skills, but I always make sure all the skills you're good at are at least at a 50. So you're less likely to which is
fair.
dumb as me as the game master, because I should want you
Yeah.
to fail tremendously. I should make sure everybody's 49s all around.
We'll do that on our own. We don't need help. Thank you.
All right, so Winston, you really have no sense of the sort of timbre of those shouts up above. But the
that's why
boat
the
does
luck
seem
goes
to
so
sort of
fast.
slow kind of more rapidly. Some things are falling off shelves. You hear the doctor's vials all rattling around in his bag.
Are we on the top deck or below deck right
I think
now?
it's still raining, so you're probably below deck, but you're welcome to go up top.
Antoinette would like to go up top and seek the captain to see what information she may ascertain from him.
Sounds good. Antoinette, as you do so, could you please make for me a No, I'll let you do the one you're good at. Give me a dodge roll just to kind of represent you, kind of dexterously,
Absolutely.
climbing the stairs.
38.
38, very good. A normal success, but go ahead and click it or tick it, and yes, you do in fact make it upstairs against these choppy waters. There's a couple times where you're like, whoa. It's like the whole boat seems to almost go like this. You see that they have they're dropping, they're hoistings where they raise them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically they're making it so the sails are not up, and you see some they might have even thrown some, they're trying to stop somewhat rapidly and sort of turn the ship because you can see that it is thick fog.
They're furling the sails.
There is they're furling them, yeah. They're not unfurling. Solidly furled. But you can see that it appears out of the fog, the island is very close, and they're kind of, they must have been slightly off or whatever, so they're stopping very abruptly, trying to avoid hitting any rocks. This island does not have a lighthouse or any kind of beacons or anything. So, in a thick, soupy fog like this, so it seems, I would say no roll required because you have pretty high psychology. You get the impression that it's just they're very intense about what they're doing. So you can report what you've seen. You don't need to chat with anyone unless you just want to.
I'll save it. I'll go back and let the group know.
Are you sure you don't want to go talk? It might distract them. It could be funny.
No.
Like a crash. You guys want to crash?
I don't want to crash.
All right.
Thanks.
Yeah. So you make your way down as everyone else is kind of whatever. So yeah, you can go back into them.
We seem to have arrived at the island. I believe they're making preparations to drop anchor and perhaps take us to shore.
Well, this doesn't seem like a routine stop. Or else everything would be tacked down so it doesn't fall. What did it look like out there?
Very foggy. It does appear the island may have, forgive my phrasing, snuck up on them since they did not see it. So I believe it was a miscalculation by the captain. He didn't seem the brightest man.
We may want to brace ourselves.
Don't
Indeed.
teach mathematics like they used to.
I will brace myself.
Lauren, what's your luck score?
It is not super high. 55.
Yeah, it's fun. Give me a luck roll.
Not super high. Sitting here with a 35.
Wait, is that
Well, it's just that means
Oh.
you're super low.
93?
93? Cool.
Yeah.
Do you want to push your luck?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Pushing luck is as a push. All right, push the roll. Let's go.
84.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So
Go.
basically, Clara Mongru. Clara, do you have any little item or trinket that you might grip right now and kind of put some good energy toward, kind of, sort of try to focus on sort of, any bauble or ring or thing that you might, given your general interests, might say please protect me, or may this thing.
Sure, she has a necklace.
A necklace. All right.
But she wears it under her.
Okay. So kind of what you just do. What do you have a little ritual for when you're looking for protection, or is there anything special you say this time because you've been told to brace yourself?
No, she just closes her eyes and puts her hand on the necklace and says protect me.
Okay. Cool. So because you pushed your luck and failed,
Gonna be so
you almost feel perhaps it's you can feel the necklace almost pulse under your hand, but then you realize it's simply you kind of being buffeted forward as the ship does indeed seem to make contact with some sharp rocks. You are all pitched forward. I need dodge rolls from everyone. Some of you have proficiency in
Well, that was
dodge, but
good.
many do not.
Am I no longer wounded?
I'm so sorry, you were no longer wounded. Yes, when the tonic unwounded you. I did mean to say
No,
that.
totally fine. I'm expecting to get wounded here, so I just wanted to double check. I had
Miss
a
Mills has
91.
rolled a
A
76.
76. What is your dodge score?
70.
You want to push it?
Yeah, okay.
Push it. You've already succeeded.
What do the red numbers mean?
Red number means that your dodge score is determined by another number. It
Oh.
means it is determined as a function of your dexterity.
65.
A 65. Oh my god, you just got under. So yeah, Antoinette, as you're sort of like ready for it, you do this. Clara, what did you roll for your dodge?
I rolled a 26, but my my dodge is 22.
That's funny. Do you want to use some luck?
No.
Okay. So Clara goes down. Antoinette stays up. Winston, my dear boy, how are you?
I rolled a 5, so I'm doing just fine and dandy with an extreme success.
Winston, what do you like? Do you want to like? How do you want to use that beautiful dodgery?
I just like kind of like use the thing to just roll into the bunk, so I'm just kind of lying there on the bunk, like comfy.
Make yourself comfy. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Isaac, how did you do?
Regular success.
Regular success. Isaac manages. Are you proficient in dodge, or do you have like a purple box for dodge?
No, it's
You just
but it's red. But yeah, it's because it's
you just
determined.
rolled good. And
Yeah.
Dr. Day, it sounds like you did not succeed.
No, I did not. I have a dodge of 20. I rolled a 91.
Wow. Well, at least it wasn't
Winston's
a 96 or
looking
higher.
a lot
'cause-
taller for some reason.
Yeah. All right. So Dr. Day, I'm gonna say that you and Clara, in different ways, kind of are gonna make some impact. Golly, that's a shame that I rolled max on that.
No.
So
Are we gonna die?
no, you're not gonna die, but you are both getting truly banged up here. That being said, I'm not going to. I was gonna probably do like half of this because it is sort of area of effect style damage is not the thing. I rolled a 6 on the d6 though, so we're gonna have both of you are going to take 3 hit points of damage to your hit points up at the top box.
Damn.
Which is
I don't have that many.
yeah.
Am I wounded?
I don't believe you're going to be wounded. I don't think that is either of your. I don't think 3 is going to be the wounding point for either of you. Hold
Good.
on.
Don't think about it more. That's it. That's all we needed to know. I'm not
You're-
wounded that.
But you did push the roll. Oh, but you didn't push. You didn't push this roll. You pushed the roll that caused it not to put. Okay, yeah.
Correct.
Because if you push a roll, you have much worse damage to yourself. If it's ever like if you push a combat roll. Oh, BKB.
No more boats. No more boats.
Yeah, both of you get hit pretty bad.
Was it like this when you came over from London?
No, it was lovely.
This is so not lovely.
All right. However, the boat does continue moving. You hear some screaming and cursing from up top. But the boat is now kind of like listing. And those of you with any sense of whatever, the boat does maybe seem to be getting a little lower in the water as this is happening.
I'll make sure I grab my case.
Understood.
Very, very important.
We've got to get out. How can I move? Am I just...
Yes, neither of you have been wounded by this. Neither of you have been affected by the injury of this. You didn't take enough damage at once to do that.
Just like, ow.
But it's bad. Like you both have visible blood, whatever
Yeah.
stuff going on.
Okay, I'll grab my little satchel.
Okay.
Dave will grab his bag and limp slightly up the stairs into the top as well.
Okay. As you guys are
Ready.
coming up, the captain is like, No, go back down, go back down.
With all due respect, Captain, it appears that the ship is sinking.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, and you expect us to remain under the boards?
Curse it.
No.
Yeah, go below. You're much safer below. The ship is gonna take hours and hours to sink, and with like you're much safer down below right now.
I don't believe
That
you.
slowed us a good bit, so that's good. We coast is right there. God, if we gotta scuttle this whole ship, and they're sort of the guys are just shaking their heads like.
Do you not have life rafts?
Life rafts? What? It's a schooner. Where would we put a life raft?
I don't know.
Would I be able to see how much water we're taking on?
Sure. You don't.
What I want to
see-
do is I want to see how long it would take for us to sink by
Oh
calculating
yeah, go
how
ahead
much
and just do
water
it.
we have and stuff.
You can do a science roll for that, or unless I don't think accounting would be better for you. So yeah, just do like a science as you.
23. That's a hard success.
Yeah, it will take hours for this to sink, and it's not very deep, hence them hitting rocks. So you're not going to, like, this is not a Titanic into the water situation. This is more, this boat is slowly going
Has
to,
not happened yet.
you know, okay, fine. It's not a famous other shipwreck. They were super common.
I was a girl in the 90s. I know exactly when it happened. 1912.
Oh my god. I wasn't, I was saying Titanic to Jed, not to Dr. Day.
Well, Dr. Day is going to take a moment and look at everything and go, no, the captain's right. We have several hours before we are in truly danger, and it appears to be pretty shallow around these parts.
Are you quite sure?
Yes, I did the calculations in my head. I'm quite sure.
He's
and
also
he
like,
will
we're also
proceed to-
hoping we're not sinking, and he's like, the guys are going down to like try to like, you know, hammer stuff on, but they don't look optimistic.
Captain, what's the plan?
The plan? I mean, I don't know. You guys, like, shore's right there for you guys, but just stay below for a minute here while we get a little closer. We're still drifting that way.
Oh, in that case, sure.
What'd you say?
In that case, sure. I'll just go back down below.
Okay. Like,
Days
there's
already
not even water in the hallway. But the boat does see, as you walk down, the boat definitely feels like this. You know, that's going on now.
Okay, so suppose the boat is stuck.
Yeah, that's pretty likely too.
What do we do next? How do we get to land?
Once we just get go back down, we'll let you know when we're gonna try to get you onto the shore over there. But yeah, this is bad, obviously. It's not what we wanted. This is why no one comes to Solrock Island.
Speaking of,
He said to take them straight to the island. I said, how about we take him to Bangor? How about we take him to Portland? And they can get one of the normal ferries. He said, no, take him straight to the island.
Why don't we signal the locals to come and assist?
The locals? This is the captain you're talking to. He's like, I guess you're coming to see him. I don't think anyone can assist you here with anything like this.
Well, either way, we've got to meet them, so it's worth trying, is it not?
Feel free to signal, but I'm just saying stay out of our way because we're using this passage a lot, and you know, we're trying to keep this ship from sinking, you know, too fast. So just stay in your cabin for a minute, please.
She won't go down all the way, but she will sit on the stairs so she can like peek out and just see what's going on.
Okay. I'll say after about, if anybody's going to, is anyone going to do anything else, or are you guys going to follow the directions and just stay below for a moment? Cool. After about 30 minutes, you have two feelings. One, you have gotten closer to shore now. And two, things are getting worse, and you begin to have a sense of like, okay, yeah, this is, and in fact, if you open up there, you're beginning to see some water, kind of thin bit of water on the floors around you now. And you also hear a lot of like, fuck, or like, you know, come on.
Can any of you swim?
Can we?
There's a swim stat.
There is a swim stat. Does anybody have survival?
Oh, 10%.
No, that would have been good.
10 survival, 20 to swim, so.
Same.
You could try to swim if you want.
Doggy paddle, but not in a wool skirt, which she is wearing.
Well, I'm not going to be swimming while carrying my case.
That's also true.
Unless it floats.
I would doubt it.
The captain at this point will sort of come to you all and say, yeah, all right, so I think we're getting to the point where you guys are going to maybe try to get off over here. You're not going to want to stick around on here. You know, like I said, it's time, but some time's passed. We're taking on more water.
Lead the way, Captain.
Come on up. Get your belongings, I guess. You need help carrying that? Hey, guys, you know what? Actually, stick with what you're doing. I'll try to help you carry what you got, but he kind of takes the ladies' cases, but leaves the gentlemen to try to carry all their stuff. You guys go up top. The boat is now like it's like a good 10 to 15% tilt. And so things are kind of sliding to the side. Unfortunately, the tilted side is like away from shore, so you're kind of like having to like stay on the you know, kind of climb up to the side. But you do see that over the side of the boat are some kind of like rocky protuberances and things. There is some water between those and the shore, but if you glance at it, you could kind of basically see maybe a path to move along treacherous rocks to get to the shore, and that's pretty much as good as you're gonna get.
Clara's going to take her skirt and like tuck it into like its own belt, so she's not like exposing her legs, but she's like making herself more able to move. Woo!
Captain, how do you suggest we get down there? Do you have any ropes or anything?
Yeah, we got we got ropes. Hold on. He kind of goes and grabs some. Okay, yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually. And you want to try to he kind of takes your cases, Steel, and he's like, anything breakable in here?
Firearms.
Oh, yeah, they're packed.
They're durable, but...
Yeah, he just tosses them over. They land on the sort of the rocky thing. He's like, yeah, here, why don't you jump down with the rope and you can tie it on there, and then you guys can, you seem like a sturdy guy. Yeah, just jump on down.
Isaac goes for it.
Cool. Let's have you do a, trying to find a thing here. You know what? Let's just have you make a dexterity roll. Because you have an 80 in dexterity.
That is a hard success.
Hard success. Yeah, you jump down like no problem, kind of, you get down, and anyone attracted to gun executives, this would be some real like, ooh yeah, that was a good hot jump. You jump down with the rope, and you actually are then able to like, there's a good rocky thing to tie it around, and we'll say you know how to sort of, so now anyone else who jumps kind of has a thing to grab hold of. You can also maybe help people take their bags down. It's gonna be rough going, but there is now a real hot jump. So who's next?
I'll try if he's willing to like help support the
He'll
fall
help
down.
support you.
Also, she does not like Americans' fascinations with their guns, so she keeps her distance from Mr. Steele, but she did find that very impressive.
Your people were pretty fascinated with guns at this point too. But
Okay, but not my family.
fair enough. Now that I can't argue with. All right, Clara, give me oh boy, ooh boy.
I know. But she's being assisted.
She's being assisted. Clara, do a just make a jump. Might as well jump. You can have one bonus to it, so that means you'll get to re-roll your tens column, your percentile.
32.
Yeah, 32.
Wait, what is my jump?
Your jump is 20, but I'm gonna say with his assistance, this will be an easy, which means it's double your total. So I'll say you also, you're injured, so like it's sloppy, whatever. But he does manage to get you and get your stuff down, and you are now on solid if slippery land.
Much appreciated, Mr. Steele.
All right, who's next?
Well, I just need to make sure there's a way to get my case down there without anything, the files and whatnot in there. So, gotta make sure that
yours is a more delicate case, but Isaac is there, so theoretically, you could kind of just drop it down to Isaac, and he could make a dexterity to catch it.
does he look like he'd be good at doing that?
He does. He
All
looked. It was like irritatingly hot when he jumped.
Fair enough. Do you mind catching my case? It's really fragile.
Yeah, throw it down, sir.
All right, I'll give it a toss.
Okay. Isaac, another
Claire will
dexterity.
stay out of the way.
I rolled 2 over. I'm gonna push it.
He has an 80 in dexterity. Like we're
Oh.
Oh, I rolled a 99.
99. Oh my god! If it. But because you pushed it, yes, it goes in the water.
I'm sorry.
And Winston, your entire case This is like your entire case of your elixirs, your protective things, all of it. You toss it down to him, and he's like, he sort of shifts. He bobbles his feet and everything on the rocks, the slick leather of the just into his hands, and like as he's grasping for it, it just sends it cascading into this incredibly sharp rock that rips it open, sending every bottle into the water and onto the rocks and onto the side of the boat, every single bottle just bursting forth, shattering pieces. The then whatever is left in it just slides into the water and is completely gone.
I think I just like pause for a second. Is the water like? Can I jump into the water from here, or is it like
the water is the danger to you is that you're jumping into like rocks and like. Yeah.
Well, then I'm like trying to like get down and then get into the water and see if I can grab it, but like
make a dexterity roll to clamber down unless you'd like to say a different thing.
No, that's 88.
Yeah, you get down hard, like you make it on without injury, but by the time you're there, you're looking and you see a couple of labels, and it is like gone the rainbow, gone the dove.
Wow.
The doctor is so sad.
Doctor is terrified right
and yet
now.
If Zane had just spent 2 luck, he would have caught it, no problem.
I was like, I have an 80. This is going to be a piece of cake.
If you'd also rolled a 100 and it had been pushed, I don't even know how bad.
Oh.
Wow. What's really funny is that's rough because that's like every element of Dan's character.
yeah.
Oh, that's really funny and sad. I'm sorry, Dan.
Oh no.
Oh.
Sorry.
All right, well. Moving on.
Oh, I'm
Just,
so sorry.
he's just kind of standing there, like hands kind of on his hip, just like staring out of the water, just like slowly shaking, like just like kind of in shock a little bit.
Cool. Who's next?
Antoinette will go down next.
Antoinette. You can toss your bag, but the nice thing for you is your bag's not fragile, so you can just throw it onto the rocks, and that just lands next to Winston, totally safe, no problem.
Indeed.
Antoinette, why don't you give me,
Can I have gone down with my bag since it was small, or no?
yeah, we already said he helped you down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Make sure I have it.
That was only special because Winston had a delicate bag.
Right.
Everybody else's bags are like, they're for rough and tumble. He was like, okay. Oh man, that's great.
Well, it's not even that the bag was delicate; it's just what in it was. What's
Yeah,
in
exactly.
It.
You had a like, this is fragile. Handle with care. All right. Well, Antoinette.
Yes.
Why don't you? Yeah, you don't really.
Taking a boat again.
Let's have you do a jump as well. We'll have you do what Clara did. So you're gonna jump down, but it's an easy. So just roll a jump on down.
And you said that was double the number?
Yeah, and
Easy.
Isaac, will you give me a dexterity? Another one. Let's see if you're now got the yips and you're a disaster.
29.
Oh, 29. Okay, so actually, even though that is above your jump, this is an easy jump since there's a rope and a guy. So, since she rolled a 29, what did you get, Isaac? Did you roll one? If you didn't, it's fine. You don't need to.
Oh, no, sorry.
You're good. You're good. Yeah. So Antoinette, you managed to kind of like come back up and you help her down and her stuff's down. So now Dr. Day, the boat is tilting even further. You saw what happened to Winston and his materials.
Oh, no.
Dave's like, are you sure we can't get this closer to the shore?
You hear like actually the frame of the boat seems to have been impacted by like somehow Winston's broken one of his elixirs is like melting some of the so you hear like a cracking underneath as the captain has this look of like fuck that like his livelihood is now being destroyed because of this stupid job to take you to this godforsaken inbred Satan worshipping island. And he met the hottest woman and was like, oh, this might be a good thing. And now his boat is wrecked. God damn. He should never come to
Okay.
Maine again. He'd rather go to Charleston.
He refuses to throw his bag because he doesn't trust Steel to catch it.
Cold, but fair.
So I guess he's going to try to very, very slowly and very carefully get down.
Okay, you're just gonna jump it holding your bag.
We have to. There's not a rope to grab onto and
Well, there
scramble
is a
down or
rope,
anything?
and so you will have the rope kind of guiding you. And I'm gonna look at your other stats to.
Great.
Yeah, no, that would be. This is your best bet. You're gonna jump.
Oh, these are all bad.
This is not great. You're not built for this. Yeah.
No.
All right, Doctor.
Nor am I, Doctor. It's all right.
Built for a laboratory. What am I rolling? Jump?
Jump.
Oh. So 42.
Okay.
I don't know what else to do.
It's not. It's so. And also, you have like some blood on your head from the thing. So, Dr. Enoch Day, I'm going to ask you in this way. What is more important to you in the land? Because even though Isaac's Steel, you don't trust him to catch it. There is
The
a
bag.
rope, but you're kind of keeping. You would protect the
bag.
bag over yourself.
Yes, I have my journal in it, and all my. I'm going to protect the bag.
All right. You protect the bag. At the expense of 2 more hit points.
Oh,
Okay.
So that's not great, but you protect the bag. So that's good.
Great. Having not played this full system before, do
Yeah.
those come back ever? the hit
do.
Points?
They do.
Okay.
And I'll totally tell you how that happens at a point. At one point, I will tell you how that happens.
At the end of our third session,
At
we
the
will figure out
by
how
the
to
end by the end of the third session, I will have that figured out. To be honest, I kept trying to pull up the sheet that explains it, and I just can't. I cannot find it. There's that. There it is. Well, I'll tell you shortly, but yes.
Well, I'll once I recover from landing, I will limp over to Winston and put a hand on his shoulder and say, "You know, I'm a chemist by trade. You need some. I'm sure we can rustle up some ingredients while we're here on this godforsaken place, and maybe we can recover some of what you've lost today."
Yeah. It's neither here nor there at this point. I've got more where it came from. We can figure it out.
Yes.
Terribly
We're
sorry.
here.
I'll pay for anything you lost.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, the value's immeasurable, but that's okay. I appreciate the offer.
Meanwhile, Clara's just sitting on the rock, like with the handkerchief to her wound.
Isaac feels bad. So since he had the perspective of where it was coming down, wants to just see, is there anything that maybe he would have seen that fell anywhere? Can he do a look? Or a spot hidden?
You could do a spot hidden.
That's
I feel bad. Well, go ahead and do a spot hidden.
an 18. That is a hard success.
You do, Isaac. You do in fact see what appears to be a bottle with like a label on it, kind of like in the water, down, like up against, kind of like, stuck in a little curved, sharp rock.
Isaac kneels down, picks it up, and is not a total loss, Winston.
Make a luck roll.
Your car's totaled, but here's your steering wheel.
Yes, only a substantial loss.
The jumper cable survived.
It's I rolled a wait for luck.
Luck. Just what'd you roll?
55.
Yeah, your luck is 50. So, you pick it up and you're like, not a total loss. And as you do so, the bottom of the glass just shrouds off and the liquid just.
That's the coldest shit I've seen in so long.
Perhaps we should help Miss Mills down.
Yes, it's
No,
lost now. It's
she's
fine.
already down. She's already down.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Dr. Day was the
My
last.
head.
Well, look, we're not going to get anywhere sitting here. Why don't we go see the elephants and head on into whatever civilization is to be offered in this hellhole.
The Manticore.
All right. As you guys sort of start making your way across, I think in light of how awesome that was, I will say that this is a treacherous way to pick your way across these rocks, but no further rolls are required. I also have some God damn. It's that I rolled so high on that. You know what? Actually, Jed, I'm going to say it was only 1 hit point that you suffered in that fall, of the second fall. So you have 1 more back. Because
Okay,
I
thank
did
you.
just confirm that though first aid can help. Is anyone here proficient in first aid? Do we have extra points of first aid? Okay, so you can maybe do that. You do get 1 hit point back per day.
Okay, cool.
It's Call of Cthulhu. It's a you know.
I was open to any interpretation of the question.
What's rough here is that, you know, the game is like designed to be lethal because you're facing, you know, like the Hound of Tyndalos and Shuggoths and horrible, you know, creatures out of space and time, but also hitting a wall can be very damaging. So, all right. Anyway, you guys make your way across these rocks. It is slow going, although silver lining, Winston doesn't have any bags to carry, so he can help, you know, whatever. But
It's all emotional now.
As you guys get to the rocks, you
Real
see,
lally cooler you took there.
there is a young woman. She's in like a big sort of like woolen skirt and a blouse. Sort of hair is like whipped in the wind. She has a very like pronounced brow. Kind of like eyebrows that I have no idea what was in fashion then. Seem to be really in fashion now. Weren't in fashion for very thick
The
eyebrows.
fluffy brows.
Very like who's the girl with the eyebrows everybody likes now?
I don't know.
Katie Holmes.
Or
I don't know.
there's some celebrity whose whole thing is eyebrows. I don't know.
Harold
Anyway,
Delavine.
that's the one.
Oh yeah.
Avril Delacaravine. Yeah, her.
You know, Avril Della Caravine was replaced with a clone after she and Chad Kroger's and Ralph's got divorced.
Chad Kroger's and Ralph's. Oh man, we have some fun. So this girl though, she's kind of like, and she has very like kind of intense eyes, but she's just staring at all of you. As you're kind of like coming up with this stuff, and she's kind of like she kind of turns back and looks at this sort of. The boat at this point has technically sunk. It's just shallow enough that, you know, but she's just staring at it. And the crew are just kind of shaking their heads, but she kind of looks at you all and says, "You come for the lamb, then?"
Oh no. No, not at all.
Oh. All right then. And then she turns and walks away.
No. Perhaps you could help us. We heard that there was a birth here of a creature.
She kind of turns back and says, "Are you daft?"
Well, no, I'm not daft.
I asked if you came for the lamb. You said not at all.
Oh, the lamb. I thought you said the land. So sorry. Yes, but not to take it, just to look at it. We've got a doctor here.
Hello, I'm Dr. Day. Enoch Day. We're here to look at the lab. Yes.
She kind of like looks at you with like your bleeding head wound. And
Oh, I forget I
Clara,
have one
like
too.
injured. She kind of looks at you all and says, "All right then," and starts guiding you.
She'll turn to the others and say, "I swear, it's the accents. I'm sorry. I thought she said the land." Also, my head.
You should just keep some pressure on it.
And as she leads you across Salt Rock Island, that is where we're going to end this first session. So,
What an auspicious beginning.
well,
I know the history.
what of the Titanic? Apparently you do.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I know what year the Titanic sank as well. I've also watched Downton Abbey. Well, so, I didn't say this at the top, but let me tell everybody a little bit about how this game's going to work and why it's a little different from our other games. We are shifting, like people have stuff going on, lives are crazy, Friday night's a hard night. So what we're doing for this one's a little different, and you'll sort of understand why it's this, like, society. We are going to have, basically, like, short little missions or arcs with members of this group. So the players will be sort of committing to be there, much like we did for our, cantrip candles, sort of shorter term things. We're going to be able to kind of like get people to commit for their Fridays, all be here so we can have a more cohesive sort of series of stories, not have to do the crazy stuff where it's like, well, this person's gone and this person's here for 1 week for some reason. It's, it's just a way to kind of make them feel like this, but it's in the framework of different members of the group will go off, for different missions. So you'll have some mix and match, and we'll see lots of familiar faces as we go on. So that's kind of the idea of this. Also, a thing I've never said to any player, but just thought I should maybe mention here, now that people have started taking more damage. Just so you know, if you ever die in one of these, you as a player, your services are not needed for the rest of that mission. So, like, if you die, you can play again, but you'll be someone else, and that person's dead,
So you're saying I should make plans for a couple weeks from now?
Basically, if you play like you played tonight, if you roll like you rolled tonight, you'll be fine. You'll be fine on the 30th.
I've noticed, though, that Friday games always start off with terrible rolls for at least one person.
Oh my god. Guys, do you remember when Zane broke Dan's case? Because Zane had an 80, and it was so clear he was going to catch it, and he missed by 2, and, like, objectively, it was so correct for him to push it.
Yes.
And it didn't work, and it's so terrible and funny.
The odds
went in his favor.
are not in our favor.
Oh, man. I felt so bad, but I couldn't stop laughing. It was like being in class, and you can't stop laughing. I still can't stop laughing. Oh, it was so good, though.
That was
The
really
best
fun, guys.
terrible
Thank you
thing
so
ever.
much. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Schuby, did you like your first game with us?
Yes, I'm so
Very
excited.
good.
This is wonderful. Yes.
Also, I know we didn't have as much of it as we would hope to, but if anyone succeeded on any rolls, technically those of you, Lauren, you still failed your jump, right? Even at the higher value?
I had assistance on that, but I did succeed in occult at the very beginning
Great.
of the game.
So yeah, anyone who succeeded on those things, go ahead, make your improvement rolls. We won't necessarily stay on this, but just kind of you do this. For the players, or for our viewers rather, if you don't know how this works, in this game, every single skill they have they have like a score on a scale of like on a percentile score. And the object of the game is to roll under that. So the higher your number, the easier it is to roll under. But here at the very end, the only time you ever want to roll high, we have the numbers where you're trying to roll over your number, and if you do, you get to actually roll a d10 and improve it by that much. It's kind of a clever way. I maintain this is my favorite designed like RPG system, kind of basic role playing, which is what Call of Duty uses. It's a really fun way so you can like slightly level up all the time without sort of the what I deem kind of the contrivance of like a D&D. Suddenly I know these new spells kind of way. I've always it's like it also. You've succeeded at something, therefore you're getting better. Did you get none, Schuby?
Again,
Oh,
none.
but also roll your luck. Everybody also roll to improve luck.
I forget,
How
do
do
you
you-
have to roll above or below your luck?
Above. Always above for the improvements. Yeah.
And then you add the D10.
You
If
roll
you
a separate
succeed.
d10.
You roll roll a separate d10.
I don't know why.
I improved my dodge by 4. I did not improve my occult, and I improved my luck by 1.
Wait, what did you roll for luck, Schuby?
8.
Wow.
You're gonna do it next time.
Save it for the game.
Did you improve your luck, Jed?
I had one skill I succeeded in when I was trying to check how fast the boat was sinking, and I succeeded on it and improved my science by 2,
Hey,
and then my luck improved by 8.
your luck improved by 8. Well, guess what,
Yeah.
friends? Just because it's our inaugural game and I like you, and there truly was exceptional role playing from all of you. The chowdering sequence was amazing. Obviously, and I really did like when you asked, did he shoot a gun, and the guy was like, why would I shoot a gun? I really enjoyed.
That was great.
There
That was
some-
great.
That was
fun.
super painful.
So because of all the
In
stuff,
the
and then
best
of
way.
course, just Dan's not acting when Zane lost his bag. Dan's not actual reaction. Congratulations! I just rolled a 9. Everybody also increase your luck by 9. In addition.
On top of our
On top
our
of
other-
anything you've already done.
I'm up to 70.
Nice.
There you go. Well, luck. I like for people to have a decent amount of luck because I want you to spend it because it's kind of because then you don't have to
Yes.
push every roll and it gets.
Just spent those. I kind of like.
We had 2 failed pushes tonight. We might have had more. Than
Yeah.
that. I think we had 2 We had 2 serious ones because Clara, your failed luck push caused the boat to crash, and
Sorry.
Isaac, your failed luck push caused Winston's hopes and dreams to crash. That was great. Well, thanks everybody. Zane, do we have anyone to thank in chat?
We have.
Well, everyone for being here.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody to be here. Everybody for being here. We have Honda JT subscribed this evening with Prime.
Thank you.
That would
Thank you,
be my
Honda JT.
husband. Yes.
Oh,
Oh. I know Honda JT.
Yes.
And then our very own Schuby has been subscribed for 20 months now.
20 months.
We have Sophia has been subscribed for 45 months now. And that started a hype train. And then Tharpy, I can't remember, it's T Harpy or Tharpy. I think it was Tharpy 23.
I think it was.
Has
I
been
thought it was
subscribed.
the Harpy, but I might be misremembering.
It's
Maybe it's the RPY.
Carry on, Zane.
well, there's no. It's just the R. There's no E. It's just THARPY.
Oh.
We'll see. Anybody? I remember saying this before. Anyway, they've been subscribed for 3 months now, and Steinbergler has been subscribed for 55 months now.
wow.
We hit a level 2 hype train with all of that.
Wait,
goodness.
what? Oh, from all the subscriptions. Well, that's nice.
Yeah. And then Galanorian Saber has been subscribed for 42 months now. We have some
Saber.
serious history with the folks on this channel. Like multiple babies could have been had in that time.
But none have.
Well,
Well,
He's on
probably
this
somebody
one.
had a baby.
no, babies have been had in that time, just not necessarily.
That is
connected
true.
To this.
Not in this game. Wait, this is new game. Never mind. Not on a Friday night.
Babies have been born and
Somewhere.
babies have chowdered.
Oh my
Hey,
God!
you gotta think about
What the fuck?
At any
Babies
given
chowder
point,
all the time, you guys.
yeah,
What
at
are
any
you
given
talking
point in
about?
time, a baby is chowdering something.
Babies are always chattering. Oh my god.
Oh.
Well, thank you all for being out there. Would any of you wonderful people want to say anything, talk about anything, etc.? Then in that case, I will say, on behalf of all of us, thank you so much for checking out Manticore. Sophia / anyone know what that means? I don't know. Why is it called Manticore? We'll get into it. Until my sign off. What's the sign off for this game?
I don't know. Catch you later. What did they
Catch you
say?
later, baby.
No,
Later, baby.
Oh, I looked up a bunch of old sayings from then.
Oh, okay. Well, we could use one of those. I actually just realized what the sign off should be, and I don't have it prepared. So it should be something in Manticore, and I'll do that next time. But yes, what's a good saying? What's a good farewell saying for tonight?
There's a few options. If you want to say, like,
Hit
we're gonna go
me
do something
with them
cool,
all yes.
we can go sing the elephant, right? That's going to see something cool.
Sing the elephant.
We could wake snakes. That's gonna, we're gonna make some
I
trouble.
thought we were
on the night.
intentionally trying to avoid behavior
I
that
was about to say.
would wake
Yeah,
the snakes.
that-
Yeah,
So that's the one. Okay,
snakes.
cool. A lally cooler, but that's kind of a bad thing. I always bully. That is a classic. One of the ones that I really like and I plan on using is some pumpkins, which means something awesome just happened or something's amazing.
Wow.
But those are some options for you.
I like those. I think we have to go with the filthiest sounding one, just in stuff. So in that case, thank you all for watching Manticore. Follow us on our go to our Discord, interact with us there. We let you know when we're playing our games. All that fun stuff. But until next time. Wait, it was what do you do to the snakes?
Wake snakes.
Okay.
No, just wake snakes.
Until next time. Wake some snakes, baby.